Greetings, hello, welcome. It's Monday. It is Monday, isn't it?
It is Monday.
It's freedom. It's semi-freedom day. Alex didn't know it was half freedom day. He was like, why do people keep putting things on Facebook about, you know, be careful out there and all of that? And I was like, well, because the shop's open now. And he was like, oh, we live in a village. And he didn't notice. And I wouldn't have noticed, to be honest. Morning, Archnin. Terminator, evening, my friend. Hi, baby girl. I wouldn't have noticed unless my little girl got bored and she was like, I want to go out now. So she made me take her to a shop to buy some stuff. And we didn't go near the big shops, but we saw them from a distance. What's wrong with people, man? Seriously, chill out. And the whole world. Like, and I don't live somewhere busy, but they were all out in that little centre. The car parks were heaving. It was just... Damn. It makes no sense. Like I said, do you remember I was like, I need to go hobby, but I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to leave it a week, 2 weeks, let it all chill out a bit.
I'd like to go to Hobbycraft as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So we could do that when it's all relaxed. Have you guys got any like Freedom Day stories? Let me know. But yeah, I mean, this isn't here. This is not a speakeasy about the lockdown. This is a painting tutorial, painting show even. And that's what we're going to do. We're carrying on with Marvel because Games Workshop are rubbish and I'm still waiting for Lehman Russ, unfortunately. But I really like this. Ragnar, that's it. Who did I say? Lehman Russ?
Lehman Russ.
Yeah, it's the same guy as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, I'm going to carry on painting tonight. And I'm painting something which is going to be probably completely the wrong colour. But it doesn't matter because I'm colourblind. So this is my version of Vision. Because I'm colourblind. This is my... I see, you didn't get a haircut. I'm disappointed. I didn't, bro. But I've been like in lockdown as far as haircut goes for a long time now. Saved a few quid. That's why I got a Lego collection. That's all my Lego collection is. It's all the haircuts I would have had in 27 years. That's a lot of haircuts, right? How many haircuts do people have in a year? What's the average? King Kev, Ulfric. Hello. What's the average haircuts you people that have haircuts have? How many of those do you have? We're gonna do the maths because I'm like Sheldon and I want to do the maths.
Well, so if it helps you out, I've had none in like a year and a half.
Yeah, but that's because you couldn't. This is not the average. I'm talking like before that. All right, before that, how many haircuts would you have had in a year?
Yeah, maybe 3.
3?
Yeah.
Andreas, hello mate. Just 3?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Does that sound about right, everyone? One every 4 months? I bet they're all going to disagree. Can you imagine Kev without a haircut after 4 months? Oh. Let's go. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
5 haircuts a year. So what's your average haircut? It's got to be £25, right?
Yeah, maybe,
something like that. Remember inflation back in the day, it would have been a threepence or one of those olden day currencies. You're very funny, but even when I was young, I don't remember it being threepence, James. I do remember it being a few quid. I reckon 6 or 7 times, which is 198 trims missed.
£25 a trim, yeah. That would probably pay for your Lego.
Does it make up that I'm well groomed everywhere else? Honestly, because I'm like a gorilla. If I don't shave my chest, I'm like a rug man. I have to trim it and everything. But anyway, it's just my dreads trying to grow onto my chest and make me just into an actual little mini Wookiee. I'll be like an Ewok. Right, shall I show you the disaster I'm having at the moment? Go to Split and you'll see it. Look at that!
It's not quite
that even. Right, so I'm painting Vision today. And Vision is green and purple and yellow anyway, I think, from the reference picture I've got. And so I've started doing some stuff and I've had to mix some colours. I know, Archnin, I had a bit of an accident with my paint, but I thought I'm going to keep it because I've mixed it and I won't be able to mix again. So I'm going to use that as a base coat. You can kind of see the areas that which equates to around 4 minutes. And what was the average haircut price there? Because you got to at least like factor in once a year haircut madness, might have gone to a wedding or had a crazy perm, because it was the 90s and I did stuff like that back then. I did £25 go. Dude, so yeah, that's okay. Well, that's part of my Lego collection.
Yeah, it's definitely a
So,
collection of it.
so you know, I'm nearly at evens. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There must have been something else I've given up in life. All that time I vaped and didn't smoke.
Yeah.
Damn. So if I go back to vaping now, I can buy more Lego.
Yeah, I don't see why.
That's my logic.
I'm sure Scarlett will promote that.
Have you noticed everything in my economy has become about trying to create a bigger Lego budget?
Yeah.
Right, anyway, I'm painting this. I'm going to carry on. And then this purple, I want to make it more like pink. But we'll do that later. This is like our shadow colour. So bear with me if it's all wrong. I am going to need a bit of help when we start lightening this. And we are going to be a minute on this. This isn't going to be like the other ones we painted. He's quite a lot more intricate than the others, as to what I should add to get the right kind of shade. But Kev's here, and Kev will help, because Kev can see colour. So let's just, all I'm doing is base coating at the moment, but I am painting a pattern as well with this purple. I'm not just following what's there, as you can see. It's like with these bits and the way I've done around the leg and then over the arm. Kev is here. Yes, I know you are, Kev. Are you back to school now, Kev?
No, it's still...
No, he has different holidays.
Alright.
Because he has 2-week half terms and stuff.
He says, yep.
He is.
Yeah.
How was it, Kev? How was your day? Did they all bring back Corona with them? You're all very quiet in the chat today. Okay, where do I want to do? There's loads of blue. I started with a magenta. This is my theory anyway. I started with this magenta and I mixed loads of dark blue into this magenta to get this purple. And then I had this green that I mixed some blue into as well. So weirdly this purple is going to act as kind of the shadow for my green as well. I think that's going to work. I hope it's going to work. I'm going to play with that. I've often done that, put all the wrong colours together and they end up working.
First day today, it was okay, Kev says.
Good. Yeah, Kev only gets a 1 week Easter.
Oh, fair.
But they have 2 week half terms.
Right, that makes sense.
They have it's more kind of, I don't know exactly. It's very confusing. Only Kev understands it. We got none at Kev's gallery this week either, have we?
No, I think
That was so exciting last week. Is Mr. Stander in the chat?
I haven't heard him pipe up yet.
You haven't heard him pipe up? It's because we spoilt them. We give them 2 last week, 3 last week, and they're like, we're all brasted out. Ah, you know what it is? They're all at the pub.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Captain Rex will definitely have gone to the pub. I know he will. He's a sailor. They have to, right? By law. So these are really strong colours to have together. Just so you know, I started with the yellow, right? I wanted to put on the lightest colour first and then tried to not mess it up very much because it was going to be hard to cover over, especially any of these purples that went where the yellow is. Okay. Oh, I love this. It comes through the wall. This model. It's very clever. Evening, Mr. Giant. How are you? Who gaat it? Look at that multilingual raster, everyone. I didn't just cough and sneeze and put it into a sentence. That was words. Love you, Archnim. Thank you, dude.
He says I'm fine, thanks. And do you? Nice Dutch, John.
Yeah, alright, man. Okay. Oh, glove. I forgot his glove. This is all purple. And I'm going to do the edge of his shoulder pads as well. And a bit behind his cape. Okay, I've got this little bit in the back of his head to do. I forgot about that. Terminator, thank you, bro.
Salty says, evening brothers, hope you're keeping well.
Evening, beautiful Viking.
Evening, son.
How are you, darling? I hope you're alright today, feeling a bit more like yourself. I think as soon as possible you need to come over and we'll have a day together. In fact, you're definitely coming over in May. Okay, we're going to talk to Rich about that. Come and have a barbecue in the garden. So you have got to paint like really neat with them, and I've got to go back and tighten up some of the green before I but it is one of those where you got to, the lines aren't there so much on these models like with say a something Games Workshop, even some of the Legion stuff where the paint just goes. These you've got to kind of paint them. Okay. Now. So before I move on to any kind of cleanup, I'm just going to grab a little bit of black.
I'm on just like my personal Facebook, James.
Oh.
I'm sending a picture. Oh, George, give Alex a poke. Yeah.
Ah, right, okay.
So he says, I am feeling a bit better, just shattered. Work was mental with everything.
Yeah, I bet.
Sounds perfect to me, we're looking forward to it. Somebody's waving.
Who's waving? Hello!
It's another name I can't pronounce.
Curious, I think. So this, I've just added a bit of black because I just want to do, you know, like we talked about, I just want to put a little bit of this darker, quite kind of strong, just right under where there'd be a shadow line. I need to correct that as well.
So James has found a bit of artwork for Vision.
Oh, no, we're not doing that. We're trying to just let me paint rather than, I know this ain't perfect, but go on, show it anyway.
It's close to yours already. There's just no green in it.
So you see where I'm painting with that darker colour, right? That's all I'm doing. Exactly where the shadow would fall. We're using it, you know, in this cartoon method. What colour is his?
So his face is red.
Alright.
Everything else is like a darkish blue purple.
Alright.
It's just yellow.
Right, okay.
A bit.
So like I can't even see that purple. I can see just grey.
Yeah.
Like black grey. I don't see any. Yeah, I mean that's way more of the proper graphic art. That's not what I'm going for with these. These are real cartoons. So I'm just going to go a little bit with my gut and go a bit bright. Hope you all don't mind. So where was I? So I'm almost painting the underneaths of this model with this darker colour, just where that real shade's going to be in a little bit on this side of the face. A little bit in this eye socket as well. Touch more black, just for a couple of little bits. This is so been working a lot like this, kind of backwards, where I'm painting in the darks afterwards.
Captain Rex says good evening all.
Good evening,
Sorry
Captain.
I'm late, but I've been experiencing 115 point Vader Defender.
Ah, I thought you'd be at the pub.
Mark Fairbrother says peeps.
Yo, Marky Mark.
Johnny Six says good evening people.
Good evening, Mr. Six. Lovely. Thank you all for joining me. I don't actually speak like that, everyone. I speak like this. Damn, I heard myself then. I'd become like daytime, Al.
Yeah.
Yeah, time to get real, man. Okay. That'll do. Okay, before I go any further, I'm going to do a little bit of clean up on the other colours. So I want to get some green. So the green was a pot of green that I've got that's got no name on it. So I can't tell you. Alex.
Yeah.
So this one's called War Boss Green, and this was the one next to it on my paint rack.
Yeah. It's like a minty green.
Right, so that's not going to be any help to you, but this is the colour. Honestly, my paints didn't fall off the back of a lorry. It was a train. So the base colour of this green was this, and then some blue. That's about right. It's actually quite opaque, weirdly, over this purple, and this is just to tighten up. Cyberite green.
Cool.
Thanks, Kev. Kev, we were thinking that these models are the same size bases as, was it Crisis Protocol? Al?
Yeah.
So you could use them for that game, couldn't you? As well. You might have a chibi gang. I should have put some of that dark colour at the back as well. I'll go back to that in a second. Oh, is it? I thought these bases were the same size. I really did. Let me just grab a bit of this darker colour that I had. Just for back here. So with that same green, I'm going to add some more blue to take it a bit more blue. Run out of words that are any use. Just want to use it as a bit of a same thing I'm doing that I did on the purple.
They use small, medium and large bases, so as long as you play an all small base team it'll be fine, I'm sure.
Or you could just get bases that these fitted on, right? Yeah. So I'm using this as like a shade. Taking off the excess and just you can soften that out a little bit. See that bit of that bluer of the same colour. Can take a touch of this just off to the side. Let's get a bit of this. Damn, you type fast, boy.
So I've got a picture from Mark Fairbrother of the Blood Bowl referee he's been painting.
Okay, go for it.
One that comes in the box.
Is that? Oh, that's cool, man.
It's very cool, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got a whistle and everything.
Yeah, and a giant rule book on his back. It's so cool.
Yeah, you do need like about 2 hours
And
with that rule
17
book.
post-it notes.
I hate that rule book.
So do I. Alright, I need to remove that quick.
So I'm using this bluer green as kind of like a again, drawing on it, drawing some detail where the muscle on the leg is, where I want to add just a little bit dark. And I'm going to go high with the green. I'm going to end up highlighting, but at the moment I want to put some of this, and it ties in well with the purple because there's a spot of purple in there now, a very tiny bit. There's not that much to do on this. Okay, all bit around here. Actually, we've got to paint the soul stone. What colour is it? Is it a yellow one or a green one? What colour soul stone was it? Yellow, wasn't it? Come on, speak up. It's weird. I wish you lot could talk to me when I'm painting. I really do. I had your voices. Yellow. Yeah, I thought it was the yellow one. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of happy with where I'm at with the greens at the moment. I've got to do lots of highlight into that, obviously. Just a nice transition, putting that blue in there. You can see it, right? Okay, so what we weirdly need to do now is some work on the yellow before I carry on with this the purple and the greens. So he's got some like markings on his cape which are like this more whitey yellow, but before I do that I'm going to put some outlines where I want them to be with a richer colour, and then I'm going to, where some of the folds run in, I'm going to paint in a warmer yellow, like a bit of a wash. You'll see. It's just kind of to make my job, my life a bit easier when it comes to painting it, rather than the standard of going up to yellow. I'm going to come from yellow down, so I want the yellow I used, and I want some brown. Beastie brown I do. I just received a small model like those. Wow, that's cool. Send a picture of it, of what model it is. to do something like that soon. Just getting the time and the money to get it. Okay. So now we've gone from really bright yellow to like an earthy yellow. And it's very thin. So where I've got like these deep recesses, I'll bring that right out. But I just keep that there. Same in here. Yeah, what are you doing now? Are you writing a book?
No, I'm not writing a book. I'm not that educated.
If only we could have music, Kev.
Yeah.
It would make all this so much easier. But we can't. And when I'm painting, I actually go quiet. When I get stuff done. And lately, I think the stream has turned into like, I can paint stuff. I'm going to get stuff painted every show. So it means I just shut up a lot more. Which some people may say is a bonus. If Paul was here, Paul would. Because he likes the sound of his own voice. You can see what I'm doing, right? I'm building in these richer colours into the shadow and around where this markings is going to be. Yeah, and we're going to add stuff to it. I'm not finished yet with the warm yellow. We've actually struggled quite a lot with picking up the cameras with yellow and green. Did you notice that earlier, Al?
Yeah.
So there is part of this where I'm not sure you're seeing. I mean, this is pretty close. What I'm looking at on Mum Monitor anyway, it looks pretty close to what I can see with my real eyes, even though that's probably not actually what it is. Even though you know what I mean. They know what I mean. Ooh. What's funny, yeah?
Can you get how to hum a tune?
Can I get who?
And get me to hum a tune.
Hum a tune, eh?
I can't copyright and all, you know. It has to be original, off the bat tune. I don't have any of those. I'm not a bard.
Surely you can just hum what you want.
I don't know.
I was like, I'll hum it if you pay for it. Okay. So I'm going to get some more brown into my mix. Are you familiar with the thought experiment, the ship of Theseus and the fields of identity? What the hell? Alex, can you read stuff?
Yeah.
Read that.
Are you familiar with the thought experiment, the ship of Theseus?
Theseus? Theseus.
In the field of identity metaphysics. Let me Google it.
And then we'll both answer yes.
Very familiar with it. Oh. Funnily enough, it's a line from the film.
What film?
Vision says it. It's a Vision quote. It's from One Division.
It's
when Vision is talking to Vision.
I only got so far with One Division.
Yeah.
I have enjoyed. Thank you, Ulfric. I have enjoyed the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, though. You haven't even started that, have you? Out?
No.
It's 4 episodes. It's good.
Ulfric just tipped.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Ulfric. So using a stronger mix with the brown added to the yellow mix. I'm not doing all of it, it's just bits. These actual patterned areas I'll be going back over with a lighter yellow, like I said, but I want to make them pop.
WandaVision was really good once you get past the first couple of episodes. No, see, I like the first couple of episodes.
I got to like episode 4, I think, and I just was like, I can't do this. This is really not my thing. It just didn't gel with me. I get what you're saying, Kev, but it was just not what I wanted from my Marvel time, if you know what I mean. I wanted a simpler, more, you know, Kev, you know what I mean. More Hulk smash. Okay, now to tidy this up and make it look nice, I've got to go backwards now with a bit of yellow and white. I'm going to put on the pattern of, you'll see, and then I'm going to start touching up the actual yellow. So I want a slightly bigger brush, and some yellow, and where's my white? Oh, you don't need to go on the stream. I want to get this pale. Yeah, nice contrast. Wow, this one is a breath holder, this model. I'll show you a gloss coated Ultron. I'll show you what he looks like in a bit. I haven't done the base yet, but he does look cool with the varnish on him. Jeez, I'm nearly out of breath. I've been holding my breath so often with this thing. Can you hear me? Okay. It really, like the trick with these, as you've seen. So once you get to the point where you start putting down, you know, certain colour levels, they're about you being really confident with your brush. Good brush does help. Look at that line under there. And this is a big brush. So of course one of my broken toads. Okay. And now I'll just go back over them, and anywhere I feel needs a
Have you tried
second.
the Broken Toad brush soap?
I haven't. Who's that?
Captain Rex.
I haven't got any. But no, like, even though I don't, I would definitely recommend what Captain Rex is saying there. If you've got nice brushes, you can get brush soap. You can clean your brushes. Good brush care keeps them going longer.
Brush soap is a good idea rushing into this. Evening, sorry I'm late, but just spent 2 hours doing my bit for global warming.
What, were you sat in a V8 Jag just revving it?
Set fire to a wind turbine. replies to things Archie says. Mark February ever says via Jack.
Jack.
That's not the word we use there.
Just move the brush for a second. What time is it, Alexandre?
It is 3 minutes past 8.
Good. Okay. So I thought it was about an hour. Okay. Just burning stuff. That's what Paul's been up to. Well done, Paul. Good to see you taking it seriously. Have you found another job yet? God, why do I even ask, George? No. He's going to answer now, isn't he? So this is just some more white to that yellow. Nice, can't be bad, Paul, can't be bad. Garden leave. Are you writing a book, just out of curiosity though?
No.
What are you doing?
I cannot disclose it.
Okay, but in an abridged version.
I'm trying to help somebody who's having some issues with some technical stuff.
some white away from the yellow. Still going to have some yellow. This is exclusively for
Wow, he's only been unemployed for 3 days.
There's only what?
Well, I'm now officially on garden leave, so 5 weeks being at home doing nothing but still getting paid. Not unemployed, Mark, not until the 7th of May. Mark Fairbrother says it's like furlough. But do you feel better about yourself? Mr. Stan says 2 evenings now, I've spent 2 hours burning this stuff. Probably still got 2 more evenings to go. Was a big hedge and we had about 10-foot cut off. If you had 10-foot cut off.
Yeah, it's Leylandia. It grows like
hedge.
ridiculous. They grow. It's what I've got running up the side. So this is just the base yellow, and all I'm doing is going over. You see what I mean? Because I've been over most of this with like the darker yellows. So this won't cover that easy, but you just get that strength back at certain points. Strength of colour. Which we want, because this is cartoony. I want it to be bright. But yeah, this is kind of reaffirming. It'll work with the darks that you've done.
Evening Rasta, Mrs. Stander.
Evening, Lady S. Welcome back. Good to have you back with us and out of that horrible place. I hope you're feeling better, my love. Oh, I'm going to get beats now.
Horrible place. She wasn't in Basildon. So what have I missed in the first half of the show? Mr. Stander says, horrible place, she wasn't in Basildon. Yeah, Basildon is a horrible place.
Smallest bit of white with it. Really, I don't want to really kind of take away from the warmth for the yellow. Just like kind of your leading edges.
I'm feeling much better on the right side of recovery. Just a long journey, Mrs. Standard says.
Well, the main thing is you're home now. If you're going to recover anywhere, that's the place to do it. Well, you're home now, you see, and Paul's got 5 weeks off, so that sounds like a perfect someone to look after you. Get up in the morning, make your breakfast in bed, make you a nice, cup of tea in the afternoon, bit of cake, do all the cleaning, pick the kids up, do the cooking. Hey, Paul. I know he's on that, he's on it. Okay, now with a much smaller brush, just a couple of little bits. Much stronger white now, probably almost white. It's very little that I want to catch. What's he saying?
Eldest kid drives, no picking up. Youngest kid gets picked up by school. Youngest kid gets picked up by school is from our drive. That's what happened.
Well, that just gives you more time to get around to do all those jobs you've been promising to do for years. Hey, Alex.
Yeah, exactly.
And just generally be romantic and helpful. Foot massages are always good. Back rubs. Mrs. S knows I'm right. She agrees with me.
Housework I can do. Cooking I can't. Back rubs definitely. Mr. Stander says.
You can't cook, Al.
That's true.
It's bad. So you see what I'm doing with the white, right? So I'm just using it.
Mr. Stander says he's been a good husband.
Oh, good boy. It's
Paul
good.
put Mrs. Stander's phone down.
Yeah, isn't it? Yeah. Who said that?
No, me.
Oh, right.
I'm a power above the show.
That pretty much do. Okay. We'll do the cape. Okay. Have a look at this now. What do I want to do next? When I got this purple, I just found a little chip. Couple of bits where my paint had come off. Okay, let me have a drink. He's been a good husband for a change. A lot of work, this one. Okay. Oh yeah, just give me a break for a second. I'll show you Ultron. That's what he looks like glossed. I haven't done his base, but you can see that all greys pretty much, but he come out wicked. Nice little cartoon Ultron. And of course Bucky. I haven't finished Bucky. I need to gloss his arm. Yeah, cartoon is going to work. It's what it's meant to be, right? 1980s cartoony. 1970s, really bright felt tip pens. That's the way I see it. So, okay. What should we do next? Let's do the face, right?
I found out what colour Vision Skin actually is.
It's like a reddy purple, right?
Yeah, but like I got the GW colour for it.
Which is?
It's called Screamer Pink.
I ain't got that.
But I do.
Have you?
Yeah.
Where?
In my paint collection.
Who were you speaking to?
What's that?
Who were you speaking to?
About paint?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Oh, okay.
Google.
Do you know what? While he's gone off, I'm just going to play a bit with my green. Just have a look what happens if I go to the green without any blue in it as a highlight. Nannybot's coming good. Rich C. I didn't say hello to Rich. I didn't know you were there. Yeah, I like it. We'll be at that. You can see what's happening. Did you hear Alex disarming the zombie traps? Let's have a look at this colour then.
That was just a recommended highlight colour, but I don't believe it. I think you can make a nicer one.
Oh, that's nothing like that.
That's what I'm saying. It's not even close. That's why I went and got that one.
Ah, okay. Maybe if I add some of that to my purple and then a bit of white, it'll all work out fine in the end.
As long as you do, multiple layers of it. For a second.
I started playing with the green now.
Yeah, I just gave you the paint and I thought you had just gone, oh great. Start putting it on the skin.
Yeah, no, I started because you went off and I didn't want to just sit here doing nothing. So these shades now, they're very light jumps. So it will be hard for you guys to pick up what I'm leaving. But there's a little like outline in all the areas of the previous colour. Oh, no worries, dude. I would have said hello if I knew you were there. Is your allergicness to country still bad?
Yeah, I'm getting stronger, but no, it still hits. It's because you don't have any of those synthetic trees, you know?
Yeah, Alex got mugged by a weeping willow. And then on his way back from being mugged by a weeping willow, a sycamore tree kicked him in the nuts.
I'm pretty sure this is all directly linked to you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's got to be my fault.
Well, I wasn't at all in any sort of hay fever issue until you killed the garden. So maybe I'm just like spiritually linked to the garden. Trimming the garden affects my abilities. I draw my power.
But you've been here when we've done a garden thing before. Nothing. It can't be that.
I know it can be.
It can't be. It can't be.
Yeah, the first one was just a warning that let me off lightly.
The
second one, you've angered the
tree lords.
guardian spirits.
You see the contrast, right? So when you like working with a colour like that, if you saw I went from that leading edge, put in the paint, we got the darker colour here, and then you just feather that out. Not go in here, so we're leaving the shadow build, just because we're not even lightening that. And we will of course go up again, but just showing you the theory. come back to that in a sec. See, I like that. I like the blue shows. Just hair dry the head because I want to do a second coat before I add anything to the mix.
Jesus, like, I'm just typing like any normal person would. I'm not like aggressively typing or anything.
No, I think it's more the duration of typing.
All that keyboard bashing there is Alex writing a strongly worded letter to the Times.
So literally, you have probably been typing longer than I've been painting because I had a drink.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, I can't buy quite a keyboard. Wonder if that exists.
Type like a ballet dancer, dude.
Well, I type quite lightly as it is.
So I'm going to add white to this. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. I'm going to do it. Oh, too square to squeeze any harder. Let's try that one. Yeah, white is the way I want to go. It does change it really quick though, so you'll see. Or maybe you won't. It looks different to the naked eye to what the camera's picking up. Yeah, you can see better now. Evening, Archling, bruv. Thanks, man. Enjoy your lunch, and I will see you at the weekend. Hopefully. One love, bro. Brigitte actually showed me this thing today about McDonald's in America, where you can buy this like big ass double McDonald's burger thing, and you get cheddar cheese sauce in a big tub to dip your burger in.
I'd do it once.
Yeah, that's what Brigitte said. I was like, oh, it looks gross, and she was like, I'd still try it. And I'm like, alright, yeah, fair, I would. But you know it'd just taste like that. You know the plastic cheese they have.
Yeah. But
yeah, I'll do it once.
yeah, once. Like when I poisoned myself by ordering every processed cheese item on the menu in that.
Orlando has the largest McDonald's in the world, apparently.
America does.
Orlando.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was pretty obvious it was going to be America.
Yeah.
Where was it they opened? I remember years ago they opened a store. I don't know, was it Russia or East Germany or something like that, where they opened it, the average burger was like 3 months of the average person's wage. It was back in the 80s or the 90s. I remember there being this thing, everyone was upset about it. Sorry, I'm all over the place tonight with my where I am on camera. Russia. You remember it as well, Paul? Everyone was very upset with them about it. That was when there was even less to report on than there is now. I remember the story. I also remember there were queues to get in. Yeah, I do. Yeah, you're right. I think the first McDonald's outside London was in Derby. First McDonald's in London was in Walthamstow.
Still hasn't left.
It still hasn't left.
Though with the way Walthamstow's going,
What?
might get too trendy for a McDonald's.
Is it going that way?
Yeah.
Really?
Well,
That
at least
can,
the village has.
well, that can only mean my mum and dad
Yeah, I'm sure they're just going to keep
Gonna
spending
be-
more and more money on it.
are going to be quids in. When they do finally sell up. Sorry, that was me just looking at it and not thinking of you lot. Bad me. Okay. So now all I really need to do with this green is do kind of one more big jump and then kind of sign the edges. Just like we've done with most of the colours. Yeah, maybe like, you know, the final little odd spot of white here and there. So this is definitely light source colour sort of thing. See what it does, right? These final little edges.
Don't like McD's Burger King for preference. I prefer Burger King too. I'm worried that Alex might get RSI with all that typing. I said the typing's done now. Everybody can chill. I've done what I can. How are you going to do the face? Mr. Stander says. Captain Rex says went to a business once in Waltham Abbey. Is that the same area?
No.
Richie C says not a million miles away, Marty.
Not a million, but Waltham Abbey and Walthamstow are really not the same place.
No.
Oh,
Waltham Abbey's a little bit nicer.
Yes, it's out in the sticks.
So,
But you're not a million miles away.
no.
No, not at all. Walthamstow is the home of the longest outdoor market in Europe. Did you know that, Alex?
Largest what?
Longest outdoor market in Europe. Longest.
Europe needs to sort themselves out.
Longest. I never said largest.
Yeah. Longest. I mean, I can believe it.
It's a mile and a quarter.
Yeah, it is the length. I mean, is there still a market there?
Of course it is. You never get rid of that thing. Where would all the illegal stuff be sold?
Oh yeah, but it just used to be like bounce from the top end of the market to the bottom end of the market. Grab pie, mash, and then roll up.
Pie and mash don't exist no more, Alex.
No.
Sad times now.
Been killed off.
Now it's all bubble tea and I don't know, falafels. I love a falafel.
So do I.
Yeah. I used to go to the best falafels when I lived in Holland years ago in a place called Gouda. There was this little Turkish shop. He did the best falafel, man. And hummus and pita bread. So this is pure white.
William Morris was born in Walthamstow, yeah.
He was.
Well, you got the gallery there, isn't it?
Yep.
Don't really know what he was famous for. He was a British textiles designer. I mean, you got the first ever ATM in the country was in Enfield, right near where you used to work, innit?
Was it?
Yeah.
Was
They
it?
made it gold not too long ago. You know, that little market parade area
Yeah.
just up the road from GW. Yeah, the first ATM in the country was there.
I did not know that.
And then yeah, they made it gold after to prove that it was the first ATM. I've used it. Then you got Ali Pally that sent the first television signal out in London.
Are you just reading stuff off the internet at the moment?
No.
Oh, just
That's
curious.
back of my head.
It's like Al's found a website.
No, That's just from being on the bus.
Okay. See the green now? I'm happy. Green, yellow, and now it's all about the face of the brick wall and the skin. Just moving back into focus, George. What time is it, Al? So I know how long I've got.
15 minutes.
Okay, so I'm not going to get through this at all today. I am going to start on the face though. I'm going to start doing the eyes. I'm just going to go simple black white with the eyes. I'm sure they probably are some weird colour, but tough. But you guys can see, right, what we've been doing, I hope. And you see how, like, it's controlled painting, and we actually get quite finished in each area quite quickly. But putting those base coats down neatly and then working our way through. And I will, right at the end with this model, just go over a few hard edges with pure white. But once it's all done, like crossing over from colour to colour with the white. Ice blue eyes. Okay. Thanks, Kev. Okay, you know I'm going to do my usual messy method. He's got quite big eyes, so I might be able to get away with not being too messy. Ice blue eyes.
You know that the sound of the sound that ATMs make when they get your money isn't the machine doing its thing. It's an added noise just to comfort customers, to reassure them that their money is coming. The actual process is silent. Okay.
Yeah, I know it's yellow, Rich. I will get to that separately though, because I'm going to start with an orange, I think. I'll get to that separately.
Won't use that fantastic gem paint.
And yeah, I gave it back. I really did. Where's me blue? Where's me blue?
You don't have to do them blue. I'm just saying, Kev says.
Too late now, Kev. You should have kept your mouth shut. If it all goes wrong, it's Kev's fault, everyone.
Wait, why ice blue eyes?
Huh?
Why ice blue eyes?
I don't know. Maybe he's got a thing for purple guys with ice blue eyes.
Cool. Each of their own, I guess. I always thought you'd have yellow eyes.
I actually thought they'd be more like reddy purple. It's really hard for you to see, but we will get there.
Alright, yeah.
Let me hair dry that.
Oh, ice blue eyes.
I think I'll probably catch the gem right at the end as well, Rich. It'd be probably the last thing I'd do.
There's been so many different visions. You could have just painted them any colour you want.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is Rasta's colourblind comic book colour. Let's get a little brush.
What about an all gold vision? Nice.
Is there an all gold vision?
Apparently so.
Okay, so
Google.
let me get in there a bit. Oh my god. Break in the studio. So he's got white eyes. Al, give me, what am I on? Can you go to camera?
You're on 5, yeah.
Can you give me like a 7?
Yeah, no worries. There we go.
Okay, so he's got white and then I've done the ice blue. So forgive me if I'm out of focus for a second. I just need to actually see what I'm doing. Ooh, that was a bad noise.
It was.
And then it's hard for you to focus on that. I have painted 2 little black pupils.
Yeah. Rich just said you could have just painted them all white. Because there's a vision that turns up in one division and speaks to vision, and he's like a, I don't know, weird technological vision.
He's a vision of vision.
Yeah, he's bright white with like a blue computer in his head.
Okay, so he has got ice blue eyes now, Kev, alright? He's got ice blue eyes, little black pupils. That's all we need to do with him.
He's actually called White Vision.
Is that just being racist?
No, apparently not.
I don't believe it for a second. Just because Richie talked about it. I'm just putting a little base colour on this gem. And it is going to be red, even though it's going to be a yellow gem. I'm actually thinking that the bricks should be like a red brick, not a grey brick, because I think it will work great against the colours that this model is. So yes, this will be a yellow gem eventually, okay? I think he's already looking pretty cool. And we ain't even started with the skin. So, I wonder what... Should we have an experiment? I'll tell you what, we're going to have an experiment. And if it goes wrong, I can fix it before next stream. Let's... What?
Mr. Stander actually made quite a funny joke. He's talking about White Vision. How long did they take to come up with that name, and how many focus groups were there involved?
Yeah, I was going to say it didn't sound particularly...
Let's just have a Google.
What are you Googling?
White Vision. No, White Vision is called White Vision. Here's the thing. AKA the original body of Vision reprogrammed. Red brick would be really good, Kev says. Would you want red brick?
Yeah, because it'll work against the purple and the yellow. Yeah, you don't want a grey. So this is going to be a bit hard to see at first. It is much redder. I don't know what that's doing actually. Whether that's darkening me down or not. Maybe I should have just gone in with the pink. Who knows? We'll just play for a bit. Yeah, it does look very dark. But this is just the kind of the starter. Now that Alex has given me the correct colour, I feel like weirdly though, it does seem to have gone very dark. But
you're painting purple.
I'm not. I've got this colour. But I've mixed it with a bit of my purple and putting it over this purple, it's gone super dark.
Yeah.
So I might have to kind of rebase all of it like this, which is bad. Yeah, because he needs to be much lighter. Let me have a...
It's just like a... It's not the right shade.
No, I know it's not. Let me just have a play with this. So this is the neat pink. Yeah, I know what's going to happen. Okay, yeah. You lot can't see, but that actual pink is the right colour. I just need to start lightening it. And the purple that's on it at the moment is going to act as the darker tone, obviously. I actually always wanted it to be quite dark on this side. You can start to see the red, right? Let me put a little bit of white with it. Just to have a play. I'm not going to try and finish this today. I'm going to finish it at the next show. But I just want to see. I'm pretty sure that once I carry on with this vein now, I was always going to put a stronger light this side of the face. You can't really see, can you, Kev?
Lucky call sign says evening all.
Wow, hi stranger, how are you?
Kev says, I agree, that is the right colour.
Yeah.
You can just about make it out, and it's looking good, Kev says. That's good. It's Kev that has to like it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not the point. You can just start to see the lightening, right? Happening. I'll give that one more touch of white just to show you it.
Okay, cool. Someone says I'm good. How is everybody?
Right, now you can start to see, right? I always knew this was going to be like tricky to get him there. It was going to take a while. That odour goes well with the green. Thanks, Kev, man. I've been brewing it for a while.
Grr. I can't let me. So what would you agree?
Yeah.
Strange green, isn't it?
It's a strange green, but that's the colour. This leading side of the face. I will go up. You know, like quite a bit still.
Damn, autocorrect. What day is it today? Monday. Right?
Monday, dude, Monday.
Cheers. It's almost got a pearlescent appearance.
See, I haven't. See, with him, I've got to do what at this point, right, where we're kind of pulling out the lines of his. You know what I mean?
Yeah. all
of his bits on his grooves on his face. There we go. Right, well, you get the idea, and I'm gonna carry that on Saturday. We'll get him finished. We'll get his jam. We'll get the skin. Get the wall done. But I love that green. It works against this colour. This is the shadow, right? The shade that we want. But you've got to remember that's the way I'm meant to be looking at it in light terms, is I want the light running down there. So as we wrap round, it will get more purple hidden. Same, and I'll use this same lighter colour on all the leading edges, and then the dark shadow will be this purple or blue. And I'll show you quickly Ultron now that we've got it on a 7. Is that in focus? It's very hard with Ultron because he's glossy. Went and got my haircut today. I thought the place would be empty. Are you mad? Men have been more prima donnas lately than the ladies are. Right, okay, that'll do for today. Pinks are always hard for me. Pink and green, all in one model.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, you were proper snooker with it. So was I. I don't even know what colours those are.
But we're getting there. He's turning out wicked, and I love the fact he's not just, because we've done a couple of black ones recently, i.e. him. It's going to work well. Very, very similar style. I love these models so much. It's like just plucking them out of a comic or a cartoon. Right, maybe I should graffiti the wall.
Yeah.
Weekend Warlords, something like that.
Definitely.
Okay, let's go main. Let's go full.
Decent scratch.
That was a decent scratch, right? Itchy beard. Right, I'm going to go. I will be back on Saturday. Saturday. I will be back on Saturday with another stream. I will finish this Saturday, and then hopefully that'll be the last show that we do these for a little while, and then I can jump onto Ragnar Blackmane, GW figure. Not that I don't love these, I really do. I don't want to make you sit and watch me paint 652 Marvel characters, but you know what I mean. Anyway, we will be back on Saturday. If you haven't pushed the notifications button and the follow button, please do. If you can sub, you know how to do that as well. Check out the Facebook page and it will let you see when we have got any streams coming up. Other than that, stay safe everyone. One love. Peace.